What's cracking, gamers? And today we're going to be talking about Genshin Impact. I know, surprise, surprise. But this time it's a very specific topic. And I'm talking about the endgame content. So how many times has this happened to you? You've been playing Genshin Impact, you did all your dailies, you did all your resin, it's completely zeroed out, and you've only been playing for 30 minutes to an hour. What do? You basically do nothing. You turn off the game, you wait the next day, and you do the same crap over and over and over again. And, well, sometimes the monotony is broken up thanks to events inside of the game, and that's fun because it usually typically lasts you an hour to maybe 2 hours to do that kind of content. And then you're pretty much out for a week, because then there's nothing else to do, and then it's back to the same monotonous grind yet again of logging in for about 30 minutes to an hour and then logging off. That's about it. And I realize that China has some laws that basically only allow kids of a certain age to game for an hour a week, by the way, and then, yeah, they can't do anything else. Pretty strict stuff out there, and since this is a Chinese game, I understand that. But let's be real here. A lot of people that play this game, especially the people that support Mihoyo, are, well, people that are adults like you and me that spend lots of money on the banner and, you know, basically earn them the mega bank bucks that they get. The billion-dollar corporation bucks. Now, I realize that Genshin also has had the same similar loop for pretty much a year now. Of no endgame content. Like, the most endgame that we have is the Spiral Abyss, which resets every 2 weeks, gets you some primos, some rewards, money, etc. And that usually lasts you around 30 minutes to maybe an hour if you're not super geared. Now, what if I told you that the endgame in Genshin Impact is already there, but Mihoyo is just refusing to use it? For whatever reason, and I don't understand why. In fact, the endgame content could just be the Spiral Abyss. But wait, I'm saying that the endgame content of the Spiral Abyss could be endless, where the floors just keep amping up, they keep amping up, till the point where your characters can no longer keep up with the damage output, and that would be super fun to do. And every time you complete this floor, it shouldn't matter about time. It really should not matter. This should be survival. And then, you know, every time you complete it, maybe you would get, let's say 10 primos, okay? Every floor you complete that's new, you get 10 primos. That would be super fun because it would be a flex. Like, every time you do it, you would just be like, look, I got to floor 16. And floor 16 is a single pull of all the 10 primos added together. So you're really not getting that much, but you are having fun using your characters. How simple is it to just make a battle arena where everything just comes and tries to destroy you? That would be super easy for Mihoyo. In fact, they've done it multiple times during events, just having these waves of enemy spawns, and you just defeat them. That's literally all it is. But what if I told you that there is actually an event coming up that also could be exceptionally good for Endgame itself? And that is this new RNG roguelike thing where you go into this domain-ish kind of area and you fight enemies and you get certain buffs and maybe even some certain debuffs. I don't know, the event is not fully out yet in 2.2, but it's looking very promising and fun to do because of the roguelike elements. But we all know that Mihoyo is very stingy. Rewarding primos is probably not what they're going to want to do because, well, that means less money to them. So, you know what? I know how greedy they are. I've seen their anniversary rewards. I understand, Mihoyo, okay? We can't let you earn just a smidgen less than $1 billion here, okay? So let's just say instead, reward them with something that's already in the game, and that's absolutely perfect. And they've been neglecting this entire time, where it's the best reward possible for people, especially at the end game, and that's those little artifact experience bottles. Those things are so freaking phenomenally good to reward, because I can't tell you how many artifacts that I have, just stacks on stacks of possibly potentially good artifacts that I can't level up because, surprise, surprise, I just don't have the experience to put it into them. I just don't earn enough. So I'm just like, well, I guess I just got more artifact space that I have to keep dumping crap into it and hope that tomorrow I can dump some more crap into it. Oh, nope. And just rewarding, let's just say, one singular purple artifact experience bottle for completing this roguelike dungeon domain a single time is such a great reward too. Stingy? Yes, I would still prefer like maybe 2 to 3 bottles for a little bit more, for like maybe every floor you get like maybe one of those blue bottles, you know? That would just be so phenomenally good. And why do I say especially the roguelike dungeon is good? It's because of the RNG element, because of just the surprise stuff that can go on. And especially use characters like, oh, this floor is bringing out, hey, guess what? Hydro gets 100% buff. Oh, Kokomi is suddenly exceptionally powerful in this. Like, wow, Kokomi is outputting insane damage. It would give you a reason to use these characters that you would otherwise never use in some content that's fun, that's different, that's engaging, and allows you to fight enemies that are hopefully powered up and fun to fight, and you can see more of their attacks. Because let's face it, how many enemies out there that you have never fought? Especially some of the bosses for free-to-players that, you know, don't have characters like Kokomi. They're not going to be fighting that new Hydro Cube. They're not going to be touching that thing. Some people, like my girlfriend, haven't even touched the boss that's for Ayaka, that little thing that's underground. They just avoid it altogether because they have no reason to fight that robot, even though it's kind of fun. But let's just say, you know, one of the floor debuffs is this bad boy's been dropped in the middle of all of these mobs, and you're fighting off these mobs and this boss at the same time. And that would be so fun and difficult and hilarious to see these streamers struggle, okay? Because another problem is streamers cannot stream this game for like longer than an hour to 30 minutes because there's no content for it. And that is hurting their game as well. Because nothing is more entertaining than seeing like bad things happen to streamers and them struggling and having fun at the same time. That crap is hilarious. And what does it matter if you fail when you still get kind of rewarded anyway for every floor that you do? It's like, oh, I didn't get the max rewards, but I still got a few experience bottles. That's good enough. And yes, you could agree, you could go out into the world and you could farm like some trash mobs out there that literally give you no challenge. Yeah, you could do that for a little bit of Mora and just a chance of them dropping an artifact, but then you run out in the world. And that's a problem. And it's also kind of boring because they don't offer any challenge too. And then yes, I'm fully aware of artifact grinding routes that you can do every day. Some even refresh within 12 hours. So, I mean, I guess that's cool. But at the same time, it's really boring to do those. It's so insanely boring because you just go to the spot, you hit the F key, it pops out, you hit F again, you get it, and then you move on to the next one. It's so unfun. It requires zero effort, and it's boring. And yes, I also realize I'm screaming at Mihoyo, the people that are known for not caring about their fan base, but I don't know, I'm throwing these ideas out there because I want them to steal them. I want them to take this and like go, yo, that's actually phenomenal. I want them to make this game better, especially since they have all the elements already established in the game. Just throw it in there. Make it fun. You have everything that you need to succeed and make this endgame content that's fun. But you refuse. I don't know why. So here I am saying, hey, you know what? I hope you guys have some suggestions. You can leave some noise in the comment section here. You know, I know they don't care about what some American, like, anime YouTuber that, you know, looks at Booba on his other channel. I don't know, whatever. But, you know, I'm just throwing this out there because I want them to have this idea. I want them to take it because I want the game to be better. So please leave your suggestions too below in the comment section. Maybe you too have some great ideas for Genshin Endgame that's already in the game like some of this stuff is. I just want something more to do. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe for some more interesting videos, and I'll see you beautiful sons of guns again next time.